Hi, I'm Kevin, your crazy and creative Tai Chi mechanic from the Awareness website with another great video from our nuts and bolts about Awareness Tai Chi. This first exercise is called wrist turning. This is the first of 6 foundation exercises that we're going to be sharing with you, and they're going to be presented in a sequence, and you can either practice them in that sequence or you can split them up and practice them when and wherever you feel like, as you feel necessary. And as always, stay tuned to the very end so you don't miss Memories of Mr. Moy. With this first exercise, we're going to be focusing on a rotation of the wrist, and this action will be present in just about every movement in the set. But the first thing we're going to start with is at the feet. What you want to do is get your feet about shoulder width apart and parallel. So you want the toes pointing forward in the same direction with a very slight pigeon-toed feeling. You don't want the toes turned out like this. Straight ahead is okay, but that slight pigeon-toed feeling is even better. What that does is helps to relax the lower part of the spine, gets the hips lined up so that you can relax into the feet. When you're standing, you want to line your body up so that from the feet, up through the hips, up through the shoulders, through the top of the head. So you've got this expression that is pushing up through the top of the head, and everything relaxes into the feet. So you just let the weight, everything settle into the feet. You want to make sure that you don't lock your knees back or lock your hips forward and stand there like that. It's very hard on the lower spine, it's hard on the joints. So you want to make sure that your knees are relaxed, your hips are back and settled and relaxed. And that allows all the lower spine to be nice and comfortable. Once you get the balance in the body, you're going to raise your arms up in front of you. So you don't want them in tight with the elbows tucked into the body. You want the elbows out, the shoulders are relaxed, and the hands are in front so you can just see over the tips of the fingers. From there, you're simply going to rotate the wrists so the palms turn forward and turn back. So it's just a simple rotation forward and back. So again, up through the top of the head, everything relaxes, and the hands are in front of the body. As you rotate them, you're going to rotate through the elbow and the middle finger. So the palm rotates forward and back. A very common thing that a lot of people do is they will clamp their fingers together and have a very tight hand and a tight wrist. And that doesn't allow to working the tendons in the arms. So you want the fingers open, and there's an expression between the thumb and this finger called tiger's mouth. And you want the arm spread not tight, not tense, but just nice and relaxed and open, and then just a rotation, forward and back. You can start off slow, and you're trying to get as much of a rotation as you can without straining. And then as you get more comfortable with it, you can speed it up and get it going a little bit quicker. And then it just allows it to relax more. This exercise is really good for things like carpal tunnel syndrome, and just really helps to stimulate the rest of the body because all the meridians in the body are connected through points in the hand throughout the entire body. So just a very relaxed rotation, forward and back. And as you're doing this, don't let your breath get stuck. Just relax into the belly, just let everything settle and relax down and turn. Don't let your shoulders get tight, let your shoulders relax. And you just rotate the hands forward and back. And then once your arms get a little bit tired, you can just relax them, let them drop, and then feel your body. This is something that Mr. Moy would always ask. How does it feel? So feel your body, feel your heart, feel your breathing, Feel where the balance and the weight is in your feet. And that's the first exercise. Leave us a comment or send us an email and let us know how your Tai Chi is doing. And now, memories of Mr. Moy. There were a number of occasions at workshops where people would ask Mr. Moy about these foundation exercises. Questions like, which one should I do first? Or how long should I practice them? Or why aren't these exercises in other types of Tai Chi? Mr. Moy's background was diverse and quite unique in that he had training from a number of different teachers. Most notably was his Xingyi and Lokat Ba Fa teacher, Lang Zu Peng, as well as his training in the School of Complete Reality and his lineage with the White Cloud Monastery. With Mr. Moy's training in the Taoist temples and combined with his other teachers' knowledge, he had explained that he had borrowed the foundation exercises from the Xingyi and Lokat Ba Fa to help work the body a little bit better. He had modified the Yang Tai Chi form that he had learned to incorporate the Qigong that he had learned from his Qigong teacher. And this allowed for a very natural and uncontrived way of learning to circulate the energy throughout the body. This natural development of qi circulation would allow the form itself to breathe the body. I remember Mr. Moy once said that the foundation exercises were a way to wake up the body. I have come to see the foundations as kind of the meat and potatoes, and the form, the Tai Chi form itself, is something that you can apply those foundations to. And eventually, you'll be able to apply that to just about everything you do. And this was best demonstrated one time at a workshop where Mr. Moy was showing us how to use the foundation exercises to do things like walk up and down stairs and to open and close doors. Very simple things, but very interesting application. Remember to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Until next time, keep practicing.